So we're playing King of Greed on King 6. I think I'm going to switch out this. I'll start with just one vault card in my hand and then make mercenaries cost one less gold. I'm going to try that. Pastry Avenger, that's a cool name. So, ooh, I don't want to jinx it. But we got Beacon with mercenaries right off the start. I like that. And a steel coat stack. Yeah, I'm gonna put that on them because anytime I get more gold and I get more mercenaries, that applies to the new mercenaries. So a steel coat stack is really nice. And then I want my extra gold so I can get more mercenaries with steel coat stacks. And farms don't work on mercenaries, and I don't feel like I need paladins if I'm going mercenaries. So we're going to upgrade the palace. I'd like to get that as high up as possible because you do get 1 gold per level. So if I can get like my palace to level 5 and I shoot one person, one troop, then I get 5 gold, right? Like, I think the highest I got it before, right before the update, you could get it to level 9. Ooh. A forest. I'm gonna get a forest. And overwork. Okay. We're gonna put this forest down. With overwork, that's very nice. So that'll boost our mercenaries' HP. And we're basically just gonna try to get as much money as possible now. Not that we were not trying to get as much money as possible before, but okay. There's only 4 troops left. And let's see if I can. Cool. I got $2 out of that one. And scout tower. I am gonna take the scout tower. And I'm going to put it down by the beacon. Give it extra hits a second. And fighting King of Nature here, I'm not sure what I'm really hoping for. Maybe a clone card so that I can clone my scout tower. Because I normally really like getting a procreate card, but procreate does not work on the mercenaries because, well, it will hire them, but then they just get fired right away. I could go for some poison, I guess, but I kind of want an orchard. Alternatively, I like the mycelium, but I think we're gonna just upgrade the palace, I guess. Let's see, cards will level up here. Okay. So I'm gonna put my palace down, so it's level 3 now. We're gonna just keep trying to get as much gold as possible. I'd like to put my vault down next turn so that I can start getting 3 gold a turn. Well, actually I'll get 6 gold because of overwork. It procs an additional time. I really need more troops. So, and the way to do that is to get more money or more mercenary cards. And I think I'm losing this one. But we're gonna try to make money out of it if I can. Yeah, that's okay. We got $100, and we got a dispenser. So I kind of want to hold on to the dispenser until I can get this plot behind the beacon. But I don't know if that's worth it. Alternatively, I could put it down like here and then try to get another beacon. And it'll level up. I think we're gonna do that. We're fighting King of Nature. And we just want to keep getting gold. I'd like another plot of mercenaries next to the forest in that, like, what is that? The right, like upper, like front right corner. So that they get more health too from the forest. And then anytime I get money, it scales for both plots of mercenaries. So that's my goal. We got a lot of gold out of that combat. King of Nature, I think, is the... I don't want to say the easiest. Okay, I'm going to take a clone card here because I'm going to clone the beacon, watch. And then with Overwork, these both are level 1, but they go off twice. So now it'll hit my dispenser. I'm going to put this on auto just because I don't want to deal with the thieves like jump and like blip, and I think they're going to beat me. But I get 100 gold. I get 100 gold. I have one more life left. Mercenaries. We're putting those down here. Now I have 2 plots of 38. So I just doubled my troops. And we're going to go back to auto, or by auto I mean manual, to click around in here and try to get gold. So I've got a lot of troops now. There's a lot of troops all right here in this little blob. And I see the backline glow yellow. I see them glow gold after I click in this blob. So I think it'd be fun to keep track of how many troops I hit manually every year. I just think that'd be fun. But I can't. Okay, we're gonna take Gigantify. It's free, and we're gonna reroll and get more mercenaries. We'll reroll one more time. And I've never used haste, but we're gonna take it and try it because that sounds fun. So these guys in the middle have the steel coat. They've been here the longest for forest and the beacons, double beacons proccing on them. So what we're gonna do is we're going to upgrade them to level 2, and then we will haste them. And I kind of want to hold on to Gigantify until they're a little bigger. But we only have 1 life, so I may as well use this card now. So I'm going to Gigantify them, and I'm going to upgrade the palace. So now it's level 4. These guys are huge. They've got 116 health, which will be very helpful. Now I make 4 gold every time I successfully hit a troop, which is hard enough. I can't see what I'm doing. Oh, I hit one. I've got 55 troops, that's good. I hit another, and I gotta remember that's upgrading my dispenser as well. So my dispenser's at... I'm gonna take Carnage. My dispenser's at 5.76 hits a second. That's pretty good. We're gonna put Carnage on these guys. So when they die, they will explode for 10%, which will be like 11 damage. And we'll just click around. I hit one. There's 7 troops left. Got another and another. It's easier when there are way less troops. But I'm getting 4 gold per this time. And why not put some Midas touch on them? We get to expand. I think I'm going to... So, I'm thinking that I either go next to one of these beacons or I go next to the forest. I think I'm gonna go behind a beacon here. I'd like to put another dispenser down if I can get one. So let's put... Got 42 of these guys. I'm gonna put Midas touch on them. That might help me get some more gold. And I honestly don't use Midas touch that often, so I kind of just want to, you know, I've got it, and it might be more effective than building a vault. I don't know. And I'm just looking here in the back line. There we go. We're getting... These guys are lined up pretty nicely too for me to hit. So 639 gold, that's pretty nice. Another stack of steel coat, you know it. So these guys have 2 stacks of steel coat. I could have put it on these guys, but these guys are going to be like my main units that I'm buffing, so I may as well continue to buff them. I'm gonna focus these like demons over here. I hit something. Probably an imp. Alright. Cemetery. Okay, I wasn't gonna do it, but I did it. And we're gonna increase the attack speed of my towers by 50%. So right now, my palace is at 1.24, my dispenser's at 23 hits a second, my scout tower's at 0.71. So this'll, I think this'll be good. So, yeah. We're gonna put cemetery down here. So now when these guys die, I'll get more troops that come out to kind of stall while I take care of the rest of the troops with my palace. My palace is starting to get difficult to manually hit things just because there are so many troops. So I missed that guy. Hit one. Alright, 715 gold at year 15. We're gonna upgrade our scout tower. And I'm gonna put this on auto just for a second to handle these thieves. They bother me. I don't know if you can tell. Now there's just a mob of troops. I'm hitting a lot for just randomly clicking in there. Year 16, I forget what our blessing is. I'm gonna put another dispenser down. Illuminism. Oh yeah, these plots all level up. I forgot about that. That's really nice. We're gonna put down another dispenser here. And it'll scale. And I'm just gonna focus on getting money. My dispenser is finally like doing pretty solid damage. So are my mercenaries. 20,000 damage. I'm gonna give them poison. And we're fighting the Rainbow Army. So now these guys have poison too. These ones are real hard to hit because they all change color all the time. So I don't know which ones turn gold. But I may as well click around and see. Oh, I hit one! I hit another! And there's only a couple of them left. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, I could duplicate target plot and all its stats to an adjacent plot as Echo Form. Ogre is, it increases 5% of all stats for each adjacent empty plot. I don't have empty plots, so we're not going to take that. Slime multiplies itself to one empty adjacent plot every year. I also don't have empty plots, so I don't want those. So, I have two options here. One option that I'm thinking of is I could get rid of this beacon with mortgage and then multiply these mercenaries with all of their health and stacks of spells to here. And then I still have this beacon proccing on my palace and the two dispensers. That's one option. The other option is I could re-roll and try to get something that upgrades. I could get X-ray, which would upgrade in an X shape, which would get all four corners of my plots. Or I could upgrade my palace 3 times. These guys are doing a lot. I don't know how I feel about having them not next to a forest and getting rid of a beacon, which is doing 4% buff to my palace and scout tower every year. Not sure. Let me think on it for a second. Because my mercenaries are doing the most damage right now, but my palace needs to be what carries. I think I'm gonna reroll, see what I get. I could take patronage and level up my base by 3 levels. I think we're gonna do that. Or, I get to expand next year. I'm gonna reroll one more time. Should I get? I think I'm gonna take temple. I just think that's a good thing. I'm gonna get rid of my mortgage. And next year I'll expand and put temple down. It's going to give a 10% stat boost to one of my plots, to one of the stats. And I just don't know if you can beat that. And it's going to proc twice at level 1 because of overwork. And I'm getting $4 for when I can find somebody who's golden. We're gonna upgrade the palace. But first, let's put this temple down. It's gonna increase 10% stat somewhere. It gave my palace 10% extra damage, which is useless because you can't multiply infinity damage and make it be bigger than infinity because it's already infinity, but That's okay. I'm going to take a beacon and upgrade this one. So these guys got movement speed, and this guy, I think, hits a second. So now it's at 2.2. This is like the hardest game of Where's Waldo. It will get harder. If Waldo was gonna disappear because he dies, I'm gonna reroll for Forest, or I'll take a Palace, and we're gonna reroll. I'm thinking about doubling the max HP of my troops. I'm going to, because they're the only thing keeping the troops from getting to my palace while my palace can hit them. So let's upgrade my palace. It's level 5 now, so I'll get 5 gold every enemy I hit. And I'm just going to constantly be clicking. It will kill somebody. I don't know if I'm making any gold. Doesn't look like it. Oh, I made 5, 10. I hit 2. And we're going to upgrade a beacon. But first, let's upgrade our palace to level 6. And I'm not really keeping track of what temple is upgrading. I just know that it is good. I'm just hitting these guys. If I can hit a couple every combat, then great. I'm already playing on the slowest speed. I wish that there was maybe a slower speed specifically for greed. I'm gonna clone. And I'll make peace with King of Blood. And I'm going to clone... I want to clone the temple. So I got 10% attack speed on the scout tower. I got 10% damage on the, what's it called? On the palace, which is useless, but too bad that's always the static picks. If you pick any of the stats, we're making some money. I wish that you could save a run and then were able to like load it, because I really wish I could alternatively see what would have happened if I echo formed the mercenaries back here. Like, I just want to know what that would have looked like. It's just interesting to me. I am gonna put a 3rd stack of steel coat on them because they are my tanks. And I hit one! Let's go. And we're gonna take another palace. Shrine! Oh, I want shrine, I'm buying it. Now, I don't have anywhere to put it, but I will when I expand my kingdom. So I'm gonna upgrade this beacon and this palace for now. And this dispenser is doing 4,700 hits a second. And now my palace is level 7, and I'm just clicking constantly. And whether I get gold is a different story. I hit somebody. We are at 1,035 gold. I'm gonna take the scout tower and get that leveled up to level 3. And 2 of those procced on the scout tower, so now it's doing 4.2 hits a second. And I am working on killing these greed rebellers. How dare they rebel? Alright, we get to expand. I'm going to take this dispenser. And I'll upgrade over here. I'm going to use my shrine. My shrine is going to upgrade things. It's going to spend my gold, but I think it's worth it because it will be upgrading all of my plots so that they are max level. And if I can hit any of these guys, then I can make my money back. Very difficult to see. I don't know. They're all dead. And I'm just gonna take this and then throw it in the pit. But first, I'm gonna upgrade this dispenser to level 3. This upgraded my shrine, or my temple. The shrine upgraded my temple. So now it's proccing I don't know how many times. And I don't know. I got 4 gold from something. I'm assuming that's a Midas Touch stack. And these mercenaries are level 3. These are level 2. This dispenser is level 1. I'm gonna upgrade these mercenaries. And I'm gonna reroll here. I'm going to... I could overwork my buildings again, or, which I think I'm gonna do, or I could increase the attack speed of my towers, which would be kind of a lot, but I think I'm just gonna overwork again because that'll proc. We're gonna level up these mercenaries. So this leveled up stuff, this is now level 2. My forest is level 3. It's proccing 5 times a turn, so a little more than 10% HP. I am not hitting many. I think I hit 1 elf that whole time. I'll take clone. And I will clone my shrine to upgrade it so it costs less gold to upgrade things. So my palace is level 9, and I really wish my palace... I'm going to throw this on auto. I wish that my palace could be exempt from getting damage increase, because it's just not good. It's not useful. We're almost at year 33. I'm gonna re-roll for the palace, and I'll buy a steel coat, a vampirism, and a carnage, and leave. So I'll upgrade my palace. I'm gonna put another stack of steel coat. So they've got 4 steel coat, put a vampirism and a carnage on them. And I'm getting all this extra damage. And I now get 13 gold if I hit somebody. I think I hit 1 or 2. And these are just going in the pit. So we're in year 32. Fighting King of Nothing. I think we're at the point I'm gonna throw this on auto. Just let that go. I'm gonna take this palace card. So we're gonna upgrade our palace to level 15. So right now I've got 49 hits a second. My scout tower is doing 57 damage at 7 hits a second. These mercenaries have done 260,000 damage this past turn. They have 1,000 health, 30 damage, 24 hits a second. They've got 4 steel coat stacks, 2 carnage stacks, a Midas touch stack, a poison vial stack, and a vampirism stack. These guys are just level 3. There's 78 on each of these plots, and they've got 392 HP. Because I use Gigantify on these mercenaries, so they're huge. This dispenser has 192,000 hits a second, doing 40 damage. This one's also doing 40 damage. It's only got 1,000 hits a second. And my palace is doing 49 hits a second. So we're going to drop these in the little pool over here. And we're fighting I don't know who for a year 33 on King of Greed, King 6. And I'm going to leave it on auto. Ooh, these were good ones to get 10% damage on. Not my palace this time. And I've got 160 troops still. I'm actually going to take this... Okay. I took that off auto because it cannot kill the guys. Yes, we won! We won on King 6 on King of Greed. And now we can upgrade our base. But the chaos has increased. So let's see how far we can go. I think I'm gonna buy this plot and put some blacksmith down. And my palace is level 15 now. 100 hits per second, doing infinity damage. So really, all I need to do... Ooh, I'm gonna buy more mercenaries. And we'll do King of Stone. Oh, I put the wrong card down here. Oops. Oopsie, I wanted to put my blacksmith there, but I didn't. I messed up. That's okay. I will simply... I'm gonna buy this plot right now and put these mercenaries on it. So now I've got 3 plots of 76 mercenaries. My palace is level 18. I'm gonna try to hit some of these guys. I don't know. I just wanted the 18 gold. I know it's a little bit of what's it called? Don't need to be doing that. It's a little overkill. I think I'm gonna take this forest and buy this plot. Put a forest down there. And these guys got 10% HP. These guys have 1900 HP basically. Oh, I'm gonna get rid of all of these. I made 18 gold! I hit 1. And I'm gonna Earthworks. And we're gonna double the max HP of all our troops. I'm gonna Earthworks this because I didn't want to put that there. I wanted to put this blacksmith there, and that works out great because I'll just put that scout tower there, and then the blacksmith can upgrade my dispenser damage, and then these guys can all get max HP. I'm hitting somebody. And we beat year 33 without, what is it called? Without any banks. I have not put down a bank this entire time. I'm putting a blacksmith here. This dispenser is gonna get big. These mercenaries are gonna get damage. And because I don't have banks, I am gonna keep just trying to hit these guys. I'm gonna try to be a little more intentional. I can't find them. There's too many troops and they die too fast. And I'll get some poison for these guys are big. 5,000 HP. I'm gonna put it on them. They already have a stack of poison, but they can always use more. And they just got 10% more HP, which is 500. So now they're at 6,100 HP. No. Okay. And I don't want any of these. I'm gonna reroll for steel coat. And I'm gonna buy another steel coat. And what is their attack? 40 damage? So 20% of 40 is 8. So I'm gonna take a combustion. Why not? And I'm gonna put 2 more steel coats on them and this combustion. So I spent money. I've got 3 plots of 74 mercenaries. This is doing 101 damage. This has 492 hits a second. I'm just gonna put it on auto. And I mean, look at that. Crazy. We're gonna get Midas Touch. Put it on them. My shrine has nothing left to upgrade. This dispenser is doing 125 damage. 4.3 million times. And don't know if I need any of these. I think I don't know. I'll just get I could take some ballista. I don't really know like if they're any good, and put them next to this beacon. And I can always get rid of them later. We'll try that. I don't know. Have some backline. I don't want to make peace with King of Nothing because I want more steel coat. If I have 80 stacks of steel coat, I'll take it. And I'm actually gonna put my other scout tower down here next to the beacon. So, and it gets leveled up, so it's at 0.86 hits a second. This one's at 25 hits a second. 732 hits a second on my palace. Half of my troops like died right away. It's not great. More mercenaries. I will buy this plot and put mercenaries on them. I have 71 mercenaries on 4 plots. These guys are huge. They have 9,100 health, 44 damage, 233 hits a second. King of Nothing, he's got a lot of troops. Not making like any money off my Midas Touch stacks. Steel Coat. I will take Steel Coat. Who is the next highest? These guys have 5,000 health, and so we'll put a Steel Coat on them. Why not? And these guys got another 10% HP, so they've got 11,000 health, and there's 71 of them. I do want to put a vault down so I can start making more money, but we're gonna put more mercenaries down. Why not? Put them down here next to the cemetery. And they're leveled up to level 3 already because of my shrine. And I wouldn't mind taking a clone card here because you know what I want to clone? The temple. I'm gonna reroll for it. I'll take King of Blood. So I'm gonna take this plot over here. I'm gonna clone the temple. Put it over here. It's gonna upgrade. So I just fired a bunch. So I now have 61 mercenaries on 5 plots instead of 71. So I'm hoping that my 1600 hits a second palace doing infinity damage. I mean, realistically, that should always be enough. I don't know. I'll take another blacksmith and put it here. And lots of stuff getting lots of HP and hits a second, and it's hard to keep up. And we just decimated that. Let's take a carnage stack. I'm going to increase the attack of all my units and towers by 30%. And let's put down carnage on these guys. They just did 3 million damage, yeah? Yeah, 3.4 million damage. They have 18,000 health, do 63 damage, 600 times a second. And I'm gonna reroll once. I wanted a steel coat and I got it. They just did 8 million damage and they got another stack steel coat. And have so much HP. 20,000 HP. Oh, and then they just got 2,000 more because of a temple. Okay, I'm gonna take clone. And you guys are probably thinking, there's no way you clone another temple. That would be just wild. But it's what I'm doing. Our palace has so many hits a second. 3,500 hits a second. So realistically, as long as these guys are slow enough, my palace should be killing everything within 1 second because they're never going to have that many troops. And as much as I'd like to buy clone, I'm not. Like, why wouldn't I, though? I'm gonna buy this plot, clone the temple, put the temple down, and give... These guys did 13 million damage. I am running out of money, though, which is affecting my mercenaries. But, like, this tower is doing 1,000 damage. This one's doing 100. These guys did 20 million damage. I'm gonna take a vault, and I'm gonna buy a plot and put down my vault. And it will proc Does it proc before it gets upgraded? No. So I got 15 gold, so I made it back. So every year I'll get 15 gold from it. This is just upgrading everything. And my game might start not liking this. We're gonna take some poison. I'll make peace with King of Nature. I guess I'm done taking your clone cards. I'll put poison on these guys. They've got 3 stacks of poison. So I almost want to take this off auto, but I don't want that to be my downfall. So let's see who we're fighting. These guys have 36,000 health. We're fighting our Greed Rebellion. I'm gonna give them a second. And then I'll take it off auto and try. I'll take a vault card and hold on to it. These guys just did 24 million damage. My palace did 13 million. Okay, we're just gonna try to click around. I'd like to hit some of them to get money from my palace. I'll take Carnage. My chaos has increased, so enemies are stronger. Not a fan. We're fighting our Greed Rebellion. I'm gonna put this on auto. We're near 55. My palace is doing 12,000. 14,000 hits a second. These guys are doing 3,000 hits a second. 43,000 health. And we're fighting our rebellion. Oh, we got a Midas Touch stack to go off. I saw we got $1. I could mortgage the shrine. I think I will do that. Because then I can put something else there. Everything is upgraded to level 3, so there's no point in really having it anymore. And I'll get 90 gold, which will increase all of my dispenser hits per second. So this one's already doing 2 times 10 to the 8th. So I want to say that's is that 200 million? It's 200 million hits per second. So we're gonna mortgage it. We don't need it anymore. Basically almost doubling it. These guys have 48,000 health, 34,000 health, 98,000 health. That's crazy. Alright, and I'd like to make some money. Oh, I hit somebody. I hit somebody else. I'm being real risky here by doing that. No reason to have... You know, I'll take a wild card and hold on to it, I guess, since I don't have the shrine. I will take Kingstone, I guess. I'm gonna put my vault, another vault down back here. It'll give me 6 gold. I can wild card it to upgrade it. Oh, it gave me 9 gold because that overworked times 2, I forgot. And this is just wild. Okay. I would have to destroy something to put any of these down. Not really willing to do that. So we're just gonna take this quarry and hold on to it, I guess. I'm gonna wild card to upgrade the vault. My dispenser's at 2 billion hits a second. This one's at 17 million hits a second. My palace is at 33,000 hits a second, basically 34,000. Goes on auto. And I'm gonna take a vault and just hold on to it. All active troops gain 2 stacks of Midas touch. Wow, that is a little bit, what is it called? Appealing. I think that increasing my attack speed of my towers by 50% is better. This one's got 262 hits a second. This one is only hitting 1 a second, but it's doing so much damage. I don't know if that impacts my castles. We're doing 33,900. We're still doing 33,900 hits a second, but now we're doing 6 times 10 to the 9th. I don't know. That's so much. Okay, we upgraded this vault to level 3. So we're getting 30 gold a turn, right? 15 and 15. So now we're 1 times 10 to the 10th hits a second on this dispenser. And I'm gonna make note to myself that I need to manually hit King of Stone. I need to go in that back line and get rid of those ballista. These guys have 239,000 health. What about these guys? 123,000 health. My palace is doing 67,000 hits a second. I'll take mortgage to hold on to. I'm gonna get rid of the ballista card. We just did 51,000 damage here on the palace. I've got 4 temples that are proccing 5 times a turn, so 20 different stats are getting increased by 10% every turn. Just wild. And once this hits, like, here, I'm gonna just try to move around. Being greedy. Not hitting anything. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. What I could do is turn off auto. And then, like, let's see if that works. Hold on. I'm gonna try something. I'll reroll once. Twice. Okay, I wanted to see if there was a special card, and there's not. So I'm not gonna waste any more of my money. Fighting King of Blood. So I have a wild card I can't do anything with. I'm going to... I could always get rid of my mortgage. I could use mortgage on one of these temples. I don't think that's worth it. My palace is doing, what, 113 million damage? My mercenaries here are doing 20 million damage. These guys are not doing that much damage, but they have so much health. 322,000 health, and they've got a steel coat on them. Yeah. I don't know if we need the quarry. This scout tower is doing 24,000 damage. This one's doing 319. I mean, these are probably insta-killing almost anything. I'm gonna get rid of quarry. What is this? 108,000 hits a second on my palace. I see 10% damage here. Okay, so I'm gonna try this and see if it works. I'm gonna basically spam auto on and off and see if it'll get me my 18 gold that I want. Because I'm pretty sure if it's off and then you turn it on when your thing is ready. Oh my gosh, why have I not been doing this? Look how much money I'm getting. Okay. We're gonna do that. I don't. That's like not a glitch. That's part of the game. Um, I'm gonna put. These guys have more HP, so I'm gonna put a stack of carnage on them. So now that I know this, because if you turn on auto when your thing is ready, it will give you the gold. I noticed that earlier. So we're gonna rack up some money and increase our plots of mercenaries. So we have, let's see, we can make peace. Not piecing out with King of Nothing. I would like more steel coats. So we've got 104 mercenaries. These guys are doing 106 million damage, 311 million damage. Oh, this scout tower finally broke, you know, the 10 to the 7th. So 10 million damage. I'm gonna get rid of a wild card. Got 105 plots of 152 mercenaries. I'm gonna start this on auto. And we're fighting our greed rebellion here. And I'm just spamming this because this is doing how many hits a second? I don't know. Ooh, I'm gonna take overinvest. And I don't know what I want to overinvest. 30 gold to increase every stat by 15%. So I could increase these guys' health by 15%. I kind of want to, just so that I can say that I've gotten a troop. Oh, and Carnage, when they do die, which I don't know if they're ever going to die, then they do 10% area damage. Okay, I'm going to overinvest on these guys. So they have 671,000 health. Now they've got more. 740,000 health. I just want them to never die. I don't know what would have to be done to them to make them die. I'm gonna spam this. So many troops. And basically every time I click to get money from this, right, I'm getting 18 because the palace is... Oh, King of Greed is leading his assault. Oh no, that's not good. Not good for us. These guys have 173,000 health. These guys have 433 health, and they've got 651 damage. I'm gonna put a stack steel cut on them. Wildcard is getting trashed, and Mortgage is getting trashed. I've got 5 plots of 216 mercenaries. These guys are all getting their damage upgraded. I'm gonna leave this on auto. My palace is doing 292,000 hits a second. This guy is immune. Champions are immune to my blast ray. So it looks like my towers took him out though. Pretty handily. I'll just hold a vault card in my hand. The chaos has increased. Gonna get rid of this thief card. Got 220 mercenaries. My palace is doing 323 hits a second. Are these guys at 1 million health yet? They are! 1.4 million health. Oh, they're getting more now. 1.5 million. Am I reading that right? Yeah. I'm gonna turn this on and off, get 18 gold. That'll get me a couple more mercenaries. Basically as fast as I can click. And I'll take I'm just gonna take Mangler and throw it in the pit. I'll wage war against King of Nature. Dump. Dump the Mangler. These guys are doing 27 million damage. This tower's doing 10 million damage. I think that this one would be doing a lot more damage. It's doing 8 times 10 to the 18th hits a second and doing like 177,000 damage. Something like that. There's only so many troops left. And there's no reason to procreate. I'll just hold on to a forest, I guess. Because I could always mortgage something and put a vault down again. I don't think I need that, though. I'm gonna get rid of it. I've got 273 mercenaries. We're near 69. My tower here is doing 639,000 hits a second. So many hits a second. 10 to the 21st hits a second on that dispenser. And I think some Midas touch stacks are going off. Which are good. We're gonna get more. And I don't even know what to take. I could reroll. I don't think I need to really be doubling critical damage. I can't unlock 3 plots because there are no plots to be unlocked. I'm gonna reroll. I will increase. I don't think I really need to increase the attack speed of my towers. I think getting more gold to get more mercenaries will be better. I don't know how many of my units are really dying. We're gonna take insurance. Try it out. And I'm gonna put Midas touch. These guys have the least health, so or it's when they do a kill, when they kill. So I'm gonna put on. These guys are doing 10 to the 9th damage, so I'll put it on them. And these guys are at 295. 5 plots of 295 mercenaries. This is wild. 10 to the 22. 10 to the 22nd. Just gonna click this. And get some money. It's gonna just keep increasing my mercenaries. And we're gonna take I think we're gonna take Carnage. I think Carnage is better than Vampirism on these guys, because they're gonna deal damage equal to their max HP. They've got 3.3 million health. These guys. Oh, sorry, 3.5 million health. Now they do 800 damage 4 times a second. Oh, now it's more. 3.9 million health. And very, very fun. Midas Touch. I'll put it on these guys. They've got a blacksmith on them and 2 forests, so 4.3 million health. I don't even know what my temple is like doing anymore. I've got 20 procs. Is this 14? 1.5 million hits a second on my palace. Probably gonna break my game soon. And every time I make money, my dispenser is like still increasing. So now it's times 10 to the 27th. I'm gonna put some poison. I'll reroll. I've got money to reroll. I don't need another temple. I'm gonna leave. I was really hoping for Gigantify or something. That would be insane. These guys have 4.78 million health. They're doing 2 billion damage. This is just crazy. I'm spamming this auto because if your bar is filled, so your temple or your palace is ready to, you know, hit if you were doing manual mode, then I'm gonna reroll for overinvest. I'm gonna overinvest these mercenaries. 409 troops. 7 million health. Basically, if you click this, it'll give you the money, right? Because you're giving up you've wasted time, I think. I don't know if it's on purpose or not, but I have so many troops. My cemetery is doing damage. Look, it's just doing 2 million damage, and by 2 million I mean 30 million damage. And my Midas touch stacks appear to be going off. Let's reroll for a steel coat. I'll make peace with King of Blood, I guess. And I'll put a steel coat. I don't know. I kind of want these guys to explode, but I really don't want them to die because then what's it called? I just need tanks. I don't know if 99 million, no, 9.9 million health is enough. These guys got 10% HP from one of the temple procs. I could get one of those. I don't know how to do auto clickers. I don't think that's worth it. To be pressing this auto button. But, oh my gosh. I think playing on the lowest speed at this point is helping with my game not crashing. We'll just take this clone card. I don't know. I'm gonna throw this forest away. I'm at 10 to the 35th hits per second on this dispenser. This is doing 5 million hits a second on the castle. These each have 511 mercenaries in them. So many. I would like, I don't want to say it, but I want to say it. I would like to get to year 99. There is an achievement that would be pretty fun. And I'm on King 6. I was really thinking to do an achievement like that, I would probably need to go play on like a very low difficulty. Like Prince, Baron, something like that. Like that's probably what I'll do to get I'd like the achievement where you beat the game in like 9 minutes. Like that seems fun. But I don't think I can do that on King, just being realistic. I'm gonna put another stack steel coat on these guys. They've got 13 million health. We're at year 77. This has 8.9 million hits per second. And we're fighting our greed rebellion here. Although, don't know how much of a fight it is. I mean, I'm losing 400 troops? So, I mean, it's not like I'm not losing troops. I think it's mostly these guys over here. I'm going to take overinvest. And what am I going to overinvest? Probably these guys. They're my big guys now. It was originally this plot. They have 688,000 health, and they're doing 102 damage. These guys are doing 1,800 damage 6 times a second. These guys are doing 346,000 hits a second, though. So, I don't know. I'm going to overinvest these guys. They now have 18 million health. There's just no way. There's just no, I can't believe it. On King 6, now they have 20 million health, and they just got 10% damage boost. So now they're at, oh my gosh, now they're getting more HP. Just crazy. If I had 2 lives right now, I would turn off this auto, and I'd want to see if my units and my turrets alone could kill the troops, but I don't want to chance it and then die. So instead, I am making money by turning on and off my auto clicker, sacrificing how many hits a second I am doing to make more money and fill my troops. I'm gonna reroll for more steel coat, and we'll wage war. I'm gonna reroll against King of Blood, and I think I'll put a steel coat on these guys. I kind of want a steel coat on each of them, just so that they have it, so that if some big attack, I guess, happens, then they're able to handle it. This is times 10 to the 45th hits per second, doing 3 million damage. Just wild. I mean, these guys might need infinity damage to die. Like, I don't know what these guys' health is. And I still see steel coat zeros popping out of those, out of the giant numbers. I'm gonna take some poison, put it on these guys. 777 mercenaries in 5 plots. They just got 10% more HP. They've got 30 million health. Now it's more. I can't get over the health on these guys. I have 4,000 troops. And I'll take a Midas touch stack. And every poison effect is now applied twice. I could take... I really don't think that's necessary. I'm gonna reroll. I'll take all active troops. Actually, I'll take salvage, so cards thrown into the pit return 3 times more gold. Because all I'm doing is throwing cards into the pit, really. So I'll put another Saccharomyces touch on these guys. They've got 3. There's 823 of them. They're doing 3,100 damage. They've got 37 million health. More now. My palace can hit, if I leave it on auto, 28 million times a second. This dispenser is doing 10 to the 52nd hits per second. Alright. So I'm just trying to get to year 99 right now. So we are working on getting to year 99, and basically I'll hit a reroll to see if I can get like a spell or an enhancement for my troops. These guys have 182 million health, which is insane. I've got 5 plots of 900 troops. So almost 5,000 troops. I've got 4,600 troops. And really at this point I'm just playing to get to year 99 to get that achievement on King 6. I really thought that I'd have to play on a lower difficulty to even come close to that. This is by far the furthest I've gotten. I think before I have gotten to year 75, I want to say is the furthest I've gotten. So we will be there in 10 years. Already roll for a steel coat. We'll wage war against King of Blood. I am a little scared of the ballista on King of Stone. These guys have 7 stacks of steel coat. This is at 10 to the 59th. Actually more now. Yeah, 10 to the 59th hits per second. My castle is doing 349 million hits a second. So I'm not quite sure why the battle is taking more than 1 second, because they should all just be dead. Reroll for poison. These guys seem to be capping out at 2.15 times 10 to the 9th damage. They've got 362 million health. These ones are not quite there. They're at 5 million health. These guys are close. 198 million. These guys aren't anywhere near. And I'm getting gold from Midas Touch and Insurance. And Salvage. I'll reroll. Get a steel coat. Ooh. I'm gonna take gambling because then I can put a card in the well and get more money and get more hits per second. Not like I need to be doing plus 27% to this, but when year 92, we're almost to year 99. And I will take Carnage and throw this here so I get gold and I increase my dispenser stats. I wish I could skip watching all of this, but alas, I cannot. But having 4 temples with 2 overwork, so I'm getting 20 procs of increasing my stats by 10% 20 times per turn, and I've had those for, I don't know, I've had one temple since before year 33. So it's been a while. I'm gonna ditch the cemetery. I mean, my cemetery's putting in a lot of damage too, which is kind of wild. They're only doing 18 damage. Now they're doing more. 20 damage. But they just did 594 million damage. I don't know what health these troops have that I'm fighting, but it is wild. So, I'm still seeing Steel Coat Zeros proccing, which is good. I'll buy a Steel Coat, Poison Vial, and Vampirism, and some Static, whatever. I have plenty. I'll do this. I'll put Vampirism on these guys. Put Static and Poison on these guys. And throw this away. That away. So I spent a bunch of money, but I've got 5 plots of 970 mercenaries. So we've got 4 more years until year 99. I don't know what the achievement is called, but there is an achievement. And we're on King 6 on King of Greed. So I am interested to get there, and I'd also like to break the 5,000 troop mark, which I think I will get to this turn. If not, maybe next turn. I somehow have. I don't know how I got more. I guess the imps? I am not sure. Dump that. 982. We're near 96. What's the highest run? This is the highest run that I've done. I see people posting in the Nine Kings Discord that they are on like King, I don't even know, like 16 or something. Like, it's wild. I don't know how you play. Except every King difficulty I've gotten to, I'm like, how am I gonna beat this? And then I somehow do. I get a broken run like this. We can make peace with somebody. King of Blood. I'll keep my King of Nothing stacks. And I'm gonna overinvest. I don't know if these have a cap. They gotta have a cap. I don't know. I'm gonna overinvest these guys. They've got 1 billion health. They're doing 55,000 damage 21 times a second. Now it's more. This is King 6. This is the highest level I have unlocked, although obviously this run I've unlocked King 7. And this should also unlock me level 15 on King of Greed. So I will be getting, crossing my fingers, that I get a new rainbow perk. Because every 3 levels you get a new rainbow perk. And if you like this kind of content, I have a YouTube channel at Llama Megs on YouTube. So I suggest you check it out in case you miss a stream. So like this video will get uploaded. Because this is wild. Like a year 99 on King 6. Like I don't know. I'm probably gonna, I don't know. I'm not gonna concede. I'm gonna see how long I can go. It's just time consuming at this point. And I've reached, I think, the 5,000 troop mark. I'm not sure, I can't see. But here we are, year 99. King of Nothing is leading his final assault. We gotta play all our cards. Okay. We're gonna overinvest. These guys. They're our big guys. I'm gonna ditch these. Year 99 King of Greed. I've got 2 overwork stacks, 2 bunkers, 2 feasts, sharp blades, insurance, salvage, and gambling. These guys have 2 billion health. These have 19 million. This dispenser's got 10 to the 65th hits per second, and my palace has, what is that, 4 billion hits per second? It's wild. I've got 4 temples that are level 3, so they proc 5 times per because of 2 overworks. And I've got 2 forestiers that have been increasing their health, 3 blacksmiths, and my towers took care of the champion of nothing. And there we go. Year 100. Okay, we got the achievement Die Hard, survive until year 99. Congratulations on surviving for 99 years. You are truly the king of kings. We never expected you to make it this far. I didn't either, but you've clearly found the perfect strategy to break the game. There are many other difficulty levels to play on, and we suggest claiming your win now. However, if you wish to continue playing this run, we won't stop you. Crashes and bugs are very likely. Congrats on your victory. I'm going to be wrapping up my stream now. I don't know. Should I keep going past year 100 just for, like, you know, it's like, oh, I see people posting. Gotta keep going, stream or not. Yeah, that's fair. Let's see how far I can make it before my computer crashes. It's really just throwing a card in the pit, 2 cards in the pit at this point. Like, I'm not changing my base. I mean, these guys are, there's got to be a cap. There's no way that these guys they do the same amount of damage every time. But I've got 1,000 mercenaries in 5 plots, 2 forests that have just been monsters at feeding them. Insane, just insane. So there might be bugs since we're playing past 200. And these are spots, which I have 5,200 just ridiculous. My house being not either 2 billion damage. And I turned off the so that so my house level 7. And they're 3 billion. It'd be nice to get another, like that. Oh, I could feast and double my max HP on these guys. These guys have 5 billion HP. I'm honestly so these guys have 10 billion HP. It's just Yeah, this is wild. And I have 2 overworks, so that's what the procking has done. 20 clocks. And we killed Champion of Blood. Real quick. And I can tell my music is starting to get all messed up too. So that's really fun. I kind of want to get to the next royal decree too. I'm gonna get 9 free rerolls, I guess, and then next time I'm on a screen, I can reroll 9 times in the same screen and get that achievement, because why not? I really don't need anything else here. I have so many troops, and they have billions of health. It is just ridiculous. I'm just gonna get rid of that. And then I'm getting 162 gold a turn because I took gambling. And so I get 2 cards after battle, but my plots are all maxed out. And I have 2 times salvage, so my cards thrown into the pit get 9 times more gold. I'm gonna overinvest here. I'm at 10 to the 96 hits per second. I want to get that to over 100. I don't even know if I can. I'll bust the game. Oh, here, I'm gonna reroll 9 times. Alright, just one more. Reroll 9 times on a single screen. And the only 2 rainbow cards we had seen were the shrine and the temple, which we already have. And obviously we can't put anything in our plot, so we're gonna get rid of that. Infinitely scaling health and damage. I'll get more Midas touch, I guess. Get rid of this trapper and these walls. We're fighting our greed rebellion here. The best thing I can do right now, because see, now it's messing with my music. I think we're gonna call it quits at year 150. I'm really I just Let's look at what we've created here, okay? We have gotten 2 overworks. We have 4 temples, which increase 10% of random stat random plot 5 times a turn because I have 4 of them and they're proccing 5 times. Bunkers increase the attack speed of our towers by 50% twice. I've tripled the max HP of all troops. Well, I've doubled the max HP 3 times, so 6 times. These guys have 10 to the 14th health. I just can't. And they're doing 99 million damage. My towers over here are doing tons of damage. This dispenser's doing 10 to the 109th hits a second with 10 to the 15th damage, which is just absurd. This one's, ooh, that's a nice 99999. However many nines are there. What else do I have? I increased the attack of my units and towers by 30%. I've got insurance on here, so I get gold for every 9 unit deaths. Salvage times 2, so the cards thrown into the pit return 9 times more gold, so I get 81 gold. Gambling, I get 2 cards a turn, and since my plots are maxed out, I've just been putting my 2 cards that I get every turn into the pit and getting 81 gold. So I get 162 gold a turn, which gives me 12 mercenaries per plot, and there's 5 plots. So that's, 60 mercenaries every turn. Eyeglass, I just took because, I don't know, I was at that point. I did outsourcing so I could get the reroll 9 times achievement, and then I just got 2 stacks of Midas Touch. I think we're gonna call it quits. I don't want the game to crash. We were level, start of level 14 when we started this run, so I'm going to end run. Because that's so many. And, oh, we almost made it to level 16. I kind of thought I'd level up a lot more than that. I really was thinking I would level up to level 17 off of this run. This was a really long run. 2 hours of playtime. I've killed 55,000 units. I have 9,000 units trained. I had 25,000 gold, 93 spells. Most of them are on these guys. They've got 11 stacks of steel coat, 4 carnage, 9 Midas touch, 8 poison vial, 2 static, a reinforce. I've got a combustion. I've got vampirism. These guys have a lot on them too. I just can't get over it. 7 times 10 to the 15th hits a second. Just wild. So there's your hack. Get temples. I think what I did was get some clone cards. And I cloned the temple and put it down while I had a shrine here. And the shrine upgraded my temples. And then I had 2 overworks. So that made me unstoppable. And I think that these mercenaries just max out at 2.15 times 10 to the 9th. They've gotta, or I guess maybe the enemies just aren't. I don't know. But look at them. There's so many. 1769. Just wild. So much. And this was on King 6. So let's check out what the rainbow perk is. We unlocked King 7. Did I not get a new perk? Or do I have to beat level 15 to get a new perk? I don't know. That's mighty unfortunate. I thought it was when I got to level 15. But I almost leveled up 2 whole times from that run, and we unlocked level or King 7 difficulty. So I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.